My name is Eric Leidecker, and I am running for City Council to represent District 10 that's on San Antonio's northeast side. A lot of you probably wondering why a wannabe politician is wearing a chef's coat and speaking to you today. I wear the chef's coat because I'm one of you. I'm a chef with over 14 years of experience in this community and in this industry. And I'm running for City Council because we don't have anyone inside of City Hall fighting for our interests. And I want to be that warrior for you. I'm wearing this green coat today in observance of St. Patrick's Day, of course. Tomorrow, I'm going to be wearing a black chef's coat in mourning, because tomorrow is the 5th anniversary of one of the darkest days in our history. Tomorrow, March 18th, is the 5th anniversary of the day that Mayor Ron Nirenberg declared a public health emergency in San Antonio due to the outbreak of COVID-19. With the stroke of a pen, he took it upon himself to shut down businesses all across the city. And he deemed a lot of us, myself included, to be non-essential, meaning that we weren't important enough to keep our jobs and maintain our livelihoods. For those of us that were allowed to stay in business, we were forced to spend our own money to comply with the new rules and ordinances that they put in place. The following day, March 19th, 2020, City Council voted to approve this emergency declaration and extend the scope of the mayor's powers. Now, hindsight's always 20/20, but looking back at things, we now know that most of the rules that were put in place did nothing, if anything, to prevent the spread of COVID-19. But were we ever reimbursed for the money that we had to spend to comply with their rules, keep the COVID cops off our back, and keep our businesses open? Hell no. Did the city, did the mayor, did the city council ever apologize to us for shutting down our businesses, decimating our industry, and taking jobs away from us and our employees? Hell no, because they don't care about us. We're nothing to them, and that's got to change. Someone has to be inside of City Hall fighting on the behalf of this giant industry in San Antonio. We are a gastronomic capital. A lot of the best food in the world is coming out of San Antonio. It's coming out of St. Philip's College here, and all the chefs that y'all are producing, and even at the Culinary Institute of America. We have food influenced by the entirety of the world, yet they don't care about us. There's been a lot of talks of this Project Marvel and the hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer money that the city wants to spend giving the Spurs a new arena, updating the Alamo Dome, creating a land bridge, and building a couple hotels and some space for retail and restaurants. Hundreds of millions of dollars. The Spurs' annual revenue right now is between $300 and $400 million a year. It's a lot of money. But the service industry of San Antonio is raking in over $19 billion a year. Where's our handout? Where's the tax money to help us? Where's the tax money to open up new kitchens and new restaurants for us? It's not there because they don't care. Now, right now, the mayor and city council are working on what they're calling the RAFT Act to give city jobs to federal employees that have been recently fired by the Trump administration. I know my kitchen is short-staffed. I'm sure a lot of y'all's kitchens are short-staffed, and y'all have plenty of friends who are in the same boat. Are they directing those employees towards us? No, because they don't care about us. It's got to stop. It's got to end. People come to San Antonio, yes, to see the Spurs, but people come to San Antonio to eat. Yes, a lot of Mexican food, but now we've literally got food from all over the world. And it's spread way more than just inside the heart of the city and downtown. I've worked in almost every corner of this city, and there is amazing food to be found everywhere. So why is everything being centralized downtown? If we move the Spurs downtown, what reason do I have to visit the east side? If we move the Missions downtown, what reason do I have to visit the west side? Then you take that upon tourists as well. If they're coming and it's all downtown, then yes, all the money is going downtown, and that only helps downtown. We know how big this city is, and it's growing every day. The city is spending money to grow the city, even if, it's not really considered San Antonio and you're within county limits and you don't even belong to a municipality. Why aren't they spending their money on us? We run this town. Small business has always been the backbone of the San Antonio economy. And after COVID, it's like all that went out the window. And national companies are coming in and taking the spots that we used to have. Why should people want to go to In-N-Out Burger over the mom and pop place that's down the street from you? It doesn't make any sense. But no one's fighting on our behalf. And a lot of us don't have the time in our schedule to go and pitch that fight to them, go and take that fight to their doorstep. So I've taken it upon myself to take on this great burden, and that's unfortunately what it is. It's been an incredible experience, and I've learned a lot through this campaign, but it is an enormous burden to fight City Hall. But I'm willing to fight that fight. Because if no one's going to fight on our behalf, then when the next public health event or whatever happens, they're going to have no problem shutting us down again, because they already know we've done it before. And no one in city council said, no, that wasn't a good idea. A couple of them have admitted to me now that in hindsight, yes, they did everything completely wrong. And I even received an apology from one of them who is running for mayor. But if they made those bad decisions out of fear then, who's to say they're not going to make the same bad decisions once they're in that office? A few of the members of that 2020 City Council are running to be our next mayor. If they would vote to give Weasley Ron Nirenberg the power to shut down our industry, they would give themselves at least twice that much power. It's got to end, and someone needs to be on the inside to hold them accountable and say no, and vote no. And I want to be that person for you.